What's the science, fam? Zone Marley TV back with another reaction video. Listen, man, I didn't even know. There's a part 2 to the Kanye West interview on Drink Champs, so you know I got to check this joint out. Listen, I feel like Kanye was making a lot of sense on that last interview, you know. It's just like, they do try to make you look crazy, man. And when you start trying to say some truth, the people that don't want you to say that truth, they gonna be trying to throw hurdles and chairs and all type of stuff in front of you, so you won't be able to tell that truth, you know. But listen, we gonna check this joint out. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, lock in with your boy. It for free. Let's run it.
I don't know.
Yeah, let's take a shot.
Salute. Goddamn, Kanye! He came as Kanye. Let's bring Larry Hoover in. Let's bring him in. Let's bring the y'all in.
Larry
You look just
Hoover.
like your pops too, by the way.
Yeah.
She's Louise, Papa G.
Oh,
One of my favorite.
listen, I haven't seen this interview. I just seen it was on YouTube, so I just clicked on it and I decided I wanted to watch it with y'all. Larry Hoover is leader of the GDs, well, the creator of the GDs, and he's currently in jail. He's been in jail for 100 years already, is what it seemed like. So let's check it out.
Favorite records on Donda album is Jesus, and you at the end of the record, you talk on behalf of your father. So for people who don't understand the situation, can you describe?
All right, basically on the album, I was speaking on how my father has been incarcerated my whole life. You know, I've been going to see my father from the Illinois state prison system to the federal prison system where he's in Colorado.
Sorry to cut you off, but he's in one of the most, that's like max.
Yeah, he's in the ADX.
He can't even, like, there's not even other inmates he can associate
And
with.
when you say your whole life, how old are you right now?
I'm 47.
So
Okay.
that's a long time.
That's deep.
Yeah, they conversation.
Hold on. He been in jail for over 47 years or 47 years. Because you got to think about it like, he had to be out to ski in the chick, you know, to make him. So damn, hold on, give me 1 second. Like a loaf of bread, man. I have to put the hat on, man. But listen, hold on, let me get it right. I should still look fucked up. But yeah, let's go.
To bring up the fact that give me the platform to speak on my father and keep putting the information out there with the narrative that needs to be put out there. Because you may have heard of Larry Hoover as
Right.
leader of the Gangster Disciples.
Right.
You never heard of Larry Hoover as the leader in the community that was an organizer
Right.
that brought people together.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'm sorry to stop you, but
I ain't gonna lie. I heard what I heard about Larry Hoover. He did create the GDs, but I heard he was doing a lot for the community. You know what I'm saying? He was, you know, he was a president. He was a governor. But he was even more to that because he was like family, you know what I'm saying? To them people in that community, you know? And this in Chicago, period, you know? So, yeah. Let's go.
there's this series that's on HBO,
Okay.
and it's called The Chi.
You know what? I haven't seen much of it. I don't know if they tried to take it off of that or not.
That's what happened. It was like about 3 seasons ago, and there was a guy that was in the jail.
Okay.
And 100% on Twitter, you know, I love Black Twitter. This shit is amazing, right? But on Twitter, they said that was the depiction of Larry Hoover.
Okay, I didn't see it, but I know at a point in time he did call a lot of shots from
jail.
From jail, yeah. Okay. He moved good in jail at one point in time. The jail system has changed, but back in the day, the inmates kind of had control of the jail.
So let me ask y'all both something, right? I used to go to Chicago. My favorite restaurant was Sammy's.
Okay.
In Cabrini Green. I was an idiot for going there. I was definitely out of line. I did not belong. I used to land a platinum artist and go to Sammy's.
There's good people in Cabrini Green.
So
well, you had your Boricua family over there.
I got both. I got black family and I got But the thing was, I felt like when Cabrini Green was standing, when Chicago had these OGs, Chicago was, I don't want to say controlled, but it was, then your father, or so many people is away, now it's like everyone is killing. Like I felt like we needed the OGs. And I'm an outsider looking in.
Well, what they called it was cutting the head off the snake. If you get rid of the head, then the body will crumble. So, to the certain aspect that you're trying to say, I mean, it's true. When it was some type of organization and cats had some type of honor and respect to follow, and the person that was giving them the codes to follow, you know, didn't honor the things that's going on now, it was different. It was safe, you know. People were brought together in the city to keep the violence down, to stop the attack.
No, for real though, if you really think about it, all the leaders, they killed the leaders. All of them. Look, all of them. It's a few, was probably one. You know, he well protected, but he's still dibbling and dabbling, but they killed all the leaders, man. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. They killed Dr. Sebi. They killed Fred Hampton. They killed Tupac. Who else they killed? They killed everybody. If you was a leader, they was coming for you. Huey Newton, they got him off crack, and you see what they did to the Black Panther movement, man. Yeah, so if it ain't crazy, it's crazy, man. So you can't be blind to the shit that you see with your own eyes, man. You can't be blind to that. Open your eyes, cause sometimes if you don't, you gonna get caught in the net. You're going to be that crab in the bucket. But let's go.
Acts on innocent people and old ladies and women, you know what I mean? That's the type of stuff they don't like to talk about. So, yeah, it was definitely different. And it wasn't just Cabrini Greens. All up and down State Street was projects. And you know who was in the projects? We was in the projects.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, let me ask you, this record came out with Rick Ross, and he says Larry Hoover.
I think
what was your thoughts on that? Because you from the tribe. So when you heard this record, did you take it as disrespect, or how did you take it?
Yeah, I took it as respect. What's your feelings on?
Well, you know, I like the fact that he kept the name alive and put him into the limelight, but I always had a problem that he said his name and then said whipping work. You know what I mean? And he's fighting for his life. I wouldn't want him to speak on him about whipping work and him and drugs. His federal case that he's dealing with right now is a drug case.
Oh, damn.
You know what I mean? He has 5 or 6 life sentences. I don't know the exact number, but it doesn't matter because both of them is horrible.
Right.
But under the First Step Act, he deserves to come home off of he deserves to come home and he qualifies to come home.
Right.
But it's the judge's discretion. For whatever reason, he don't feel like he should be able to come home at this point. But he qualifies to come home under the First Step Act.
So, yeah, did you have because we see you had a relationship with Trump. Did you ever have a relationship with, speak about Trump with the Larry Hoover situation?
Yeah, when I went to the White House, I spoke on that. It was like a very brief period of time, and then it was a lawyer that Hoover had that I didn't like this lawyer. I felt like he was befriending him, but not really pushing forward the situation. Mm-hmm. So we found a new lawyer. Right now, we're putting together a new team for him, and I feel like it's much like in the footsteps of my father-in-law, Robert Kardashian.
Robert Kardashian, okay. OJ, the nigga that fit OJ.
Yeah, before first black victory, before we had Oprah and Obama, we had OJ.
First black, I respect that. Okay, go ahead.
No, when I was looking at the screen as a child, they showed a white bar and they showed a black bar, and a white bar looked down like this, and a black bar erupted. Not for the idea of whether he did it or not, but for the idea that for all the people that's wrongfully locked up.
OJ ain't do it, man.
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. That he actually got off, and the fact that Robert Kardashian found Johnny Cochran and put together that team, and they won. And right now, there's a team that can be put together.
Sorry to stop you, but it seems like something that is you and your wife, because you kept calling her your wife, so I'm going to call her your wife, is passionate about. It's like y'all not only, you're fighting for the right reasons. Like meaning, like you guys became billionaires and you guys could have said, fuck everyone. But you guys are becoming billionaires and then turning around and saying, let me help. Let me do something where I'm
going to tell you something, man. The jail system, the reform system, or whatever, the jujitsu system, whatever, that joint is terrible, man. I don't think y'all understand, man. Like, let's say you go to jail, right? You gotta go to jail for something, man. And then, like, you get a judge, right? And the judge don't even really know your history. He just probably go off what you look like at that time. Or who he think you is. And they gonna judge you off that. I went to court. Like, I was, they have you go see, like, a probation or whatever, representative or whatever, when you like locked up or whatever. And the lady was telling me, I'm in the interview, she's telling me like, oh man, I'm gonna give the judge good whatever, man, good fucking word about me and shit. And then, I go to court and the lady say, man, he's a menace to society. He needs to be off the streets. That's what she said. I couldn't believe it. I said, what? You just told me this. But it's like they just be trying their best to dig you deeper and deeper and deeper. They be there to do wild shit. The shit is like, it's crazy, man. It's so crazy, man. Let's move on.
Needed that. This is amazing. Like, we've never seen this. I've never seen any other billionaire. Like,
no, Jay is super. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I forgot about that. Reform too, yes. with Meek Mill and them. They are trying to do the
Jay-Z, Meek Mill, like, there's a lot of us fighting in all kind of different ways. It's like that 13th Amendment need to completely be eradicated. But the thing is, it's a specific amendment for slavery for black people that's in the current Constitution. When we shut up and dribble and we rap and we do all this thing is still in the Constitution. As famous as black people and as powerful.
we're going to look up the 13th Amendment, and we're going to show it right here. Okay, so the 13th Amendment is just banning slavery in America. But if we really think about it, did they ban slavery? Just think about it. All the discrimination, all the mass incarceration, you know, everybody, all black. It seemed like every black male went to jail before. Not all of them, but majority of them. They building new jails. They ain't building no new Yales. You understand? So, yeah, it's a little bit of slavery still going on out here, you know. It depends on you. Are you going to be a slave? Or are you going to be a lion out here? I'm looking into your soul right now. All of you. But let's go. For real though.
As we are and as influential as we are, there still are pieces of our 2021 Constitution that are only aimed towards the lost Hebrew race, the lost Hebrew people, known as black. And that is still modern day slavery. So you got to give collectively. That's the whole point. That's the reason why it's talks of me and Drake doing a concert to bring light to Hoover together. And
I see you with Jay Prince, and Jay Prince obviously is affiliated. I see the Rap A Lot chain.
Jay Prince spoke about it here, I believe, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, you know, so for a bigger call, for period, I love Drake anyway, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just, I was just telling you like little back and forth basketball type of professional rap stuff we was dealing with.
Right.
But on a bigger, and also I say, you know, those of us that know how to organize are brought to their demise. Because they do not want us to be organized. They want us to be modern day slaves.
Deep shit, man.
Look, they don't want you to think for yourself, man. They want to put the thoughts in your head. That's why they drill shit in your head, man. They drill that negativity in your head. That's why they let a lot of stuff slide on TV, on YouTube, not on YouTube, but on Netflix and all this other stuff. I have no problem with gay people. But why on regular TV you can see a male's naked booty cheeks? Booty cheeks, man. I don't want to see that, man. It's a lot of stuff sus. It's all every TV show. It got to be some sus characters in there. Not saying there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying. For me personally, I'm gonna tell you how I believe. What I believe. I believe we wasn't made to be with man be with a man and a woman to be with a woman. You know. And if it was like that, then a man and a man can make a baby. Not go to the go adopt a joint. And don't say, oh, we can make it. Nah, man, y'all can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all try to do science, man, but this is real order of things, man. But I got no problems with gays, but I'm just saying that's not the natural order of things, you know. But maybe I'm going too far. Let's go.
Deep shit. Deep shit. So where is it at? You hiring a new lawyer.
All right, let me speak on one thing with the lawyer thing, cause yay is yay. We expanded the lawyer team. You know what I mean? He didn't see eye to eye with the attorney, but he took us to a point. But we added on to making the team stronger. Right. And you asked me where we at, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And so he was denied without prejudice. So
what? Say that again.
He was denied without prejudice.
Like flat out denial. Like
No. So there's a lot of other people that's on this case that was released from the First Step Back. It was nine people on this case, and maybe 6 of them are released now, right?
Wow.
They denied, and it's the same thing, pretty much the same paperwork.
And Kamala created the First Step Back, right?
Kamala created.
You don't like Kamala at all.
And we are.
You've been going out.
No. Who created the first?
I think Biden. No, it was Biden. I think, or Clinton.
No.
Clinton.
No. Trump.
I don't think none of us know what the hell we're talking about.
I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm just riding with y'all.
It came out. It came out during
First Step Back is to get people out, right?
I think the first step. It started before
Act,
Trump, but it came out. Trump pushed it through, and that's when it came out.
Trump pushed through the First Step Act, niggas.
What does that mean?
What it means is stop dick riding fucking Democrats so much they don't do shit for us, and be dissing Trump and like they helping us with taxes, like eating, we getting out of jail, we doing all this. This man Trump was like the most favorite white person, and y'all let media make it. We used to use him, and we ain't mention none of. We ain't know who none of these people are. We don't know who these people are. We don't know who the mayor of Chicago is. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. This person just came out the blue, and we still killing each other like crazy. You know what I'm saying? All these industry plants and these rappers and this and that. Y'all.
Listen, man, this Trump stuff. I'm never gonna say, oh, I should have voted for Trump. But look at the options they're giving us, man. They're giving us the worst freaking options. They like, man, you want garbage or trash? You want garbage or trash? You want throw up or shit, man? I'm telling you, it's just bullshit, man. And then we supposed to choose out of these two fucked up ass candidates, man. Let us choose the candidates. Let them dudes that's picking the candidates. They actually, I ain't talking about the ones. I'm talking about the ones that they're pushing to do that. And they're like, oh, you can be president. Niggas that talked Obama to being president, and I'm talking about them people. We gotta stop letting them decide who to run, who's gonna run, and who's gonna be the candidates, man. We gotta push our own candidates, man, for real. But let's go.
I don't understand that y'all mentally controlled and used, and you not loved. Y'all just simply like just a ticking, like they just counting on the killings, the deaths, the murders, the vote. You know what I'm saying? At the boardroom, when they want to like hire celebrities, they're like, how do we get this celebrity that relates directly to this financial group and the community? That's why they don't have. They might have black people. They ain't got dark skinned black people on these boards and these corporations. We are in modern day slavery, and at this point, it's like I put my life on it. This shit that I'm saying right here, bro. And let me tell you, I don't want no white Christians come up to me telling me how I shouldn't be cursing and what I should be doing. That's still other forms of. It was Christians in the KKK too. You know what I'm saying? Also, Christianity, there's Egyptian monks from back in 1300s. So when atheists.
Listen. I'm not religious. I feel like religion, it's like a gang, man. I feel it's like it was a gang before Bloods and Crips and Disciples and all that, man. Because people used to ride for religion, and a lot of people died for religion. For real. Like, for real out here, man. So it's like, I feel like it should be one way. When you make all these religions, it becomes confusing to kids growing up and adults. So it's like, The devil's best tool is confusion. When someone want to get away with something, they try to confuse you. That's all it is. The devil's tool. Confusion. Let's go.
Just tell us, oh, well, Christianity was thrown at you by the slave. No, it wasn't. Jesus been here. We the blood of Christ. That's our people.
This is the first time I heard of amen and drink champs ever. Holy shit. Holy shit. Shit got real.
That is.
That's something else I want to say, man. This might be going too deep, but what do you think? You think Christianity was made by white people? Or do you think it's deeper than that? Do you think it's... I don't know. But religions is not my thing. I used to be a Christian, you know? But religion is BS. Let's go. This is why I don't deal with church either, you know? Church, like I done went through a few things with churches, man, but I used to go to this church in Long Beach, right? We go to this church, you know. I'm just a young black male, you know, troubled soul, trying to, you know, get closer to God, you know. So I'm in this church, and it's one chick that's messing with my boy, and you know, she the reason we even in the joint, you know. So we, you know, it's members from the church. We going back to the house, you know, smoking it up, drinking it up, smashing and all type of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like the assistant pastor, not the wife or nothing, but it was a chick. I ended up smashing her, man. This was 100 years ago, but I'm just saying. The pastor said some crazy shit one time, man. That nigga said, I'd rather have some dope dealers in this church, man, that can contribute. Like, literally, the nigga said that. He said, I'd rather have... That nigga said, I want to kick these shoes off, and I want some better shoes to appear on my feet. This nigga literally kicked his shoes across the fucking joint. Like I said, man, this church shit, man, I don't know what's going on. What's going on with the church shit? Golly. And this is most stuff, but this is like, you know, it gotta be better churches out here that ain't just trying to get money from people, man. You know, so we need to make those. Let's go.
So at one point, was he the leader of this notorious gang? Because I know, but I don't really know.
I mean, there's no way around that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
It is what it is. It grew. It started from somewhere.
Right.
And, you know, as he got older and his understanding grew and seeing young men coming to jail,
right.
You know, he started doing other things. He, you know,
right.
did things like you had to go to school if you was in there.
Right.
You know, when you came out, you were supposed to each one teach one in your community with, you know what I mean, different things. It was a thing called Growth and Development. It was a book. Right. They act like it was a negative thing, but
right. Same way like they say the Crip.
Yeah, that's how gangs should have been, you know. It should have been about empowering black men or empowering people. You know, people that's in position put people in positions where they can make money, feed their family, and be great. You know, that's what we miss. That's what it was started to be, and then it just went south. Then we start killing each other because of drugs, you know. And it's noted that, you know, They put these drugs here. Ronald Reagan, Free Ray Ricky Ross. You know that story. And if you don't, go look it up. They brung this shit up. They brung this shit to the hood. It's documented. It shows about this, movies about this, man. They ain't lying. It's for real. But let's go.
Crips started out as a positive,
groups,
yeah,
right.
positive.
Yeah.
But it was a guideline from becoming, from being a outcast to society to becoming a part of society, and trying to have economical and political and just building our own community back up, you know. But they said it was a game book.
Right. So what made you want to be involved?
Having economic and political freedom. Well, I was involved because all my niggas is GD.
Right.
We just all folks, and that's how we like grew up and like. But
And what's the opposite? It's GDs and disciples. That's the opposite game.
the opposite is Vivendi.
Did he just say Vivendi? Is that the people who own Universal?
Yes.
Jeez,
We not in the opposite.
Kanye just be saying shit. He be saying shit you probably know. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know who they was. When I'm gonna tell you, I didn't know who Vivendi was when he just said it. You know, and they just hit me up on gang. That's the people that own Universal. Sheesh, that's cold blooded, man. Let's listen why he said that. Let's see. That's a good.
The gang at all. GDs and BDs, and we all the same. We all on these blocks that we don't own, and we don't have any political say-so. And without political say-so, you cannot move your people forward. They can put whatever they want in the schools. They can put whatever they want in the food. They can put whatever they want in music. They can put whatever. Go ahead, what is it?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Hey, he's not lying though. He's definitely being 100 right there. People, black people, we started these gangs, and then we really dying over these blocks that we don't own. Some people don't even own property on them blocks. It's just, dude, we gotta get our freaking motives right, man. Like, just like a dope dealer, right? Are you gonna be a dope dealer your whole life? Or are you gonna use that money to get legit? Cause that's what the end goal was. It wasn't to be the biggest dope dealer in the world and be 100 years old selling dope. You were supposed to get in and get out. Cause there's not a lane where you're gonna be free or alive when you get that age, man. It ain't a lane. It ain't like how many people that you know that's, oh, I've been selling dope since I was 16 and I'm 80 now. How many people? How many people you know? But let's go.
like he's saying, like my father used to he had everybody together.
Wow.
You know what I mean? In peace to deal with situations in the community. Everybody. So all the different organizations.
And it's those,
You know what I mean?
It seemed like
It's a lot
Chicago
of
got
different ones.
worse.
Anyone you name, probably was one of
It
those.
seemed like Chicago got worse without the OGs in the building.
definitely.
Definitely.
When I would go, I went to prison with my wife and with Common, and they had everyone on the yard. Then we went into what they call it, the high security. What's the name of the where it's
The
like
whole, pretty much, the boxes.
what was the more intense level?
You the whole.
No, but it wasn't a hole. It was just like glass like
security
this.
place, okay.
High security place. And I looked, Andre 3000, Kendrick, me, RZA. It was all the versions of us that it didn't work.
Damn.
That's crazy.
I was looking at it, I was like,
That's crazy.
there's not too many styles of video game characters in this video game. It's like, I think it's like 8 archetypes or something.
Right.
It's like you get the same character. Why is it, this is not to detract from this, but why is it always a star quarterback and all, this is GTA, this simulation. You know, but God, you know, victory favors the brave. God love this. God say, we want Hoover home,
Hey.
use what you got.
That's real. The brave, right? Sometimes being brave ain't going out and just shooting somebody. That's not really brave. If someone is trying to break in your house and you stand up and you shoot the person or you take the person down, that's brave. You know what I'm saying? Bravery is just, you know, a fear that you have. And you conquer that fear, you know. You step in front of that fear and you like, all right, it's me and you today. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? And you conquer that fear, however you conquer that fear. That's what bravery is. You know? Stepping out on the limb, you know? On the edge, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. So, that's what bravery is to me. And a lot of people is not brave. A lot of cowards out here, man. They don't want to be truthful with nothing. They just want to live this fake life, this fake reality. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but let's go.
For you, they working for somebody else, and it's their job to listen to you. They ain't no grown-ass person, self-respecting person got time to listen to all your damn problems all the time without never bringing up some of their problems.
You right.
You know, this is what they call plants.
Right.
Hey, you right. You definitely right. He right about that. Have you ever been trying to talk to somebody and say you had your problems and shit going on? You just needed someone to vent out to. And they just keep on like, yeah, I went through that in 1996, man. It was crazy. It was crazy, man. My little brother and all them niggas jumped in. Yo, I'm trying to vent right here, you know. But you messing my venting up, you know what I'm saying? And there's some people that they'd turn that shit about them. They'd be like, man, that ain't nothing. I've been through this. First of all, if someone is going through something at that time, they don't give a damn that you've been through worse. They're going through that at the time. It's big to them at the time. You heard? When you was going through that, it was big to you. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. Okay, let's go. I'm talking too much, man.
His children are grown. You got grandkids. That's a life
That's
sentence.
real talk.
I mean, the people
Hell
on his
yeah.
case, the same exact case,
Right.
filed the same paperwork home.
Right.
We don't know about you. We see you a little differently.
Right.
You was a leader. We don't know if you can come home and not lead people.
Right.
And at 71, you go lead people now.
Damn.
Yeah, right.
71. Jeez.
That
That's what
nigga
they don't want.
71? He pretty much been in jail for 50 years, man. He been in jail for 50 years. Is there a murder? I gotta look his case up. Is there a murder? Was he charged with any murders? I don't get this. 50 years, man? That nigga been locked up, Bodie, he was free. If you didn't kill nobody, I don't see how this is fair. You know what I'm saying? That ain't fair at all. But you know, as black people, it don't matter. That fair shit, they kick that shit out the door. You know what I'm saying? They kick you on the streets. If they put you on the streets before you supposed to be on the streets, they want to put you on the streets, they gonna make sure you nice and muddy. They gonna make sure you nice and fucked up. Nobody even want to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? They gonna make sure of that. But let's go.
So are you? I'm sorry, let me just finish because I'm sitting back and I'm sitting hearing you saying ownership. Because one thing you said to me on the phone was, "I want to buy America." I don't know if you remember telling me that.
We weren't supposed to bring that part up. No,
I wasn't.
No, go ahead.
But you really.
What I'm saying, I'm going to.
That's like some real talk to me. Like he's like, "Yo, listen, we gonna buy America." I'm like, "Wait a minute." All right, Kanye, I gotta get a little bit more up. But I'm with you. But that's shit that people don't think about. Like even with the Wyoming move, like I said it right, Wyoming.
Yeah.
Like, so you bought the whole land out there?
I got 12,000 acres. I got 2 ranches in Wyoming, but we're gonna pull up because shameless name drop. Elon been telling me like, yo, you gotta come out to Austin, you got to see what we're doing, what we're building out here. Jay Prince just said, you got to come out to Houston, you got to see what... I said, can I build on my land, though? Because they keep stopping what I'm doing. You know, it's about community building. I hit Thug up, I was like, I got the bars on it. One of it is the plumbing and irrigation. Make one system for the entire community. Put one farm in the middle of the community. Make it so there's no cars in the middle of the community. Base the
When you do that, though, you know what that means, right? I mean, you have to have someone consistently running that and keeping everything afloat consistently. But you know what the good part about that is, when the world is going through their shit, everybody else has some problems with their stuff. Say it's like the water. Say it's you know what I'm saying, the electricity, you know. That, you know, it becomes a massive problem when, you know, maybe one spot is the problem, you know. But that's actually a smart idea, actually. If you can upkeep that and keep everything flowing, you know. Let's go.
diet that we plant around the Dr. Sebi diet. Use generators that you have to be on the grid a little bit when you're in America, but use the least amount of... You thought I wasn't going to get myself killed in this interview. Use the least amount of on-the-grid energy as possible. Tesla said the Earth is a giant generator, and it is.
Right, yeah.
Now, all of this information is there's engines that run off trash. There's refrigerators that are silent, that run off fire. But we all been put into the program, into the grid, into the system. One of the things is this lady named Temple Grandin that changed the meat industry because she was on the spectrum. And she could feel the cows' pain, so she put them in these circular vats. And the cows, as they went to the slaughterhouse, they was happy, sort of like the music industry. Because we the cows, happy on our way to the slaughterhouse. Now, but for us, our existence, friends.
Hey, listen. That is true. Like a lot of these rappers, a lot of these entertainers, a lot of people, period, you know. You give them an opportunity, what you think is an opportunity to be seen and be loved, but they'll literally have you doing the, you know what I'm saying, making you your worst self, like where you just out flipping out, tripping on everybody, and then you all like freaking mangled and shit in your head and shit, and then they send you out there, go ahead and die. And then sometimes they'll take the shit away from you, like, and then you out here naked, you know what I'm saying? And then you got the wolves out here, and they gonna be pouncing on you, man. They gonna pounce on you, these wolves, man. I don't know, I'm delirious right now. I'm fucking delirious, man. I'm so sleepy. It's pitiful. I might fall asleep on y'all. Like, for real. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Let's go.
Slammed that paparazzi that day. They made me go to anger management. I'm sitting there with Amber Rose at the anger management situation, and the anger management coach just keeps on hitting on Amber and then giving me some medication. That was the beginning of my medication. That was the snowball into eventually ended up being diagnosed as bipolar, which there's a lot of people who will say, I don't believe that you are actually bipolar. And anytime somebody wants to, you know, say that I'm wrong about something, hide the truth, lie, they say, he's crazy.
But to be completely honest, when Kanye talks like this, it's more of Kanye, that's more of the Kanye that we seen the college dropout. Because if you really even go back then, he had a little humbleness to him more, but this was how he talked. Like, this is how he pretty much talked, even though the shit probably sound crazy at that time. But he still talked like this, the college dropout. When that nigga was, I forgot who he did an interview with, man. Oh, he was on TMZ and all that. That nigga was tripping like, hey, yo. He was tripping, man. He wasn't tripping like, I'm just saying some super, super far out shit, but it just sound crazy coming from somebody that, you know, is a music person. He's a mogul out here, you know. He's a big star. An entity, you know. So it's like, you hear that from him, like, slavery was a choice. Then why was we getting whipped if it was a choice? But yeah, he sound more like college dropout Kanye, but not completely there. But he sound close to that, you know.
Say that I'm wrong about something, hide the truth, lie, they say, he's crazy. It's just the ultimate final cutoff to not have to listen. Like I said, we were raised into this life, racist, sexist, homophobic, but now also a phobia of things with mental health. Do we feel like that could be the end of any conversation? Stop talking, stop thinking, stop feeling. You crazy. Stop being like, I don't like that one Drake line. You crazy. Stop being like, damn, I was the Louis Vuitton Don, now they got Virgil, and he got the Nikes at the same time. You crazy. Oh, you ain't voting for Kamala, you ain't voting for Biden? You crazy. Oh, you running for president? You crazy. Are you sleeping in stay up? You crazy. Oh, you cut your hair different? You crazy. Are you wearing skinny jeans back in the days? You crazy. Are you walking around with the Hermes bags? You crazy. And I could do all these things to people, and I'm gonna tell you like this, for Britney Spears and for anybody, okay, I'm crazy, but what y'all gonna do about it? Oh, this shit over with now. I'm not Billy crazy up out here. So y'all can say that crazy talk for somebody else. Y'all not gonna diminish what I'm doing and what God is doing with me in the future by trying to cut my legs off or cut my influence off by calling me crazy. That don't work. You know what I'm saying? They be like, you need your meds. You're not in your best mental state right now. No, I know what's going on, and I'm not having it. I'm Buffalo Bill. You know, I'm one of them characters from the movie, you know, back in the days. Think about There Will Be Blood. Man, they wasn't having it. I'm not having none of it from nobody ever, period, on my life, bro, on my mama, on God, period. I'm not having nothing, period. This the truth. We're gonna have to deal with the truth because we can't build communities off of lies. We gotta build communities off of a foundation. We build our foundation on the truth. Only the truth will set us free, man.
No, I shit, nigga. I've been watching you, nigga.
That's real talk. I can't got nothing bad to say about that. Let's continue.
You actually accomplished that. Like when a Yeezy drops, when a sneaker drops, like our community goes crazy for it. Like like when you said it, you said Yeezy jumped over the jump man. I don't know if you knew what you were saying, but
Jordan still won't meet with me. I'm trying to meet with Michael Jordan. I'm like, man, it's a song, man. But no, Michael Jordan said this thing. It's like, why y'all acting like Virgil made me hot? These shoes is hot. Like this, somebody I met with Michael Jordan that used to work with me. But Nike really ain't had shit since the Yeezys. They can't, but they can.
Man, listen. When the Yeezys, the Red Octobers, when they dropped them joints, oh, people was going crazy, man. Niggas was flying out of planes and jumping off buildings to get over there. I'm like, sheesh. I was at this shoe consignment store, and them joints, they was selling them joints for over $6,000. B. And that was like maybe 9 years ago, 8 years ago. I don't know what they looking like now, but them niggas had them joints for over $6,000, man. No joke. A lot of Yeezys they was doing like that, man.
It's not to either we get respect directly from these companies or we do our own thing. But I'm gonna lay them on their back. I'm gonna lay them on their back. Gap, Adidas, I run it. I'm Putin. I run it. I'm laying them on their back. Until they. No, because I realized I was like, man, I'm like young Putin. Until I realized that culture is a form. What you say? No, what's funny?
Look, he ain't even smiling or nothing. Kanye believes this, man. He said, I'm like young Putin. Sheesh. So you just on that type of time? That's what type of time you on? That's some other type of time. That's all I'm going to say. That's some other type of time, you know?
Mr. Putin is amazing.
No, it's accurate.
The Russian president.
Yeah.
Because
I was like, yo, I'm young Putin
until I from Chicago.
Until I realized
from O Block, right?
Yeah, no.
You talking
about Vladimir.
Yeah. I used to say I was young Vladimir until I realized I was Vladimir. You know the moment when I realized that it was? When I realized that culture is an oil. Culture is an energy. Yeah. And I'm the king of culture for the past 20 and the next 2,000 years.
So, let's talk about this. Do y'all think Kanye West is the king of culture? Do y'all think? Do you think he influenced a lot of things out here? I'm going to say this, man. Who is the king of the culture right now? Because you can say, oh, Drake, he got the best music and all that. But do people want to dress like Drake? Do people want to be like Drake? Maybe a few people do. But when Kanye West made motherfuckers like the world change. Like niggas start wearing skinny jeans, and it was a wrap. Everybody started wearing them. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was dressing like backpacks and all that, polos. You know, even more because it was people that was doing it before, but they was doing it even more after Kanye. Excuse me. So yeah. Kanye Wizzle, man. I have to say, you know, if we see people with cuts like this, we know Kanye is a big influence out here for the culture.
They made it look like the Drake cover on purpose and didn't show me. You know, it had the multiple colors. I don't know if you remember, you could do this overlap, boom, show that on the screen. And I'm just saying, I tell them, you know what I mean? The fact that I'm not on the boardrooms is a form of supremacy, and it's a matter of just like, yo, Steve Jobs had to go down for 5 years, so it might be a moment, post this interview, post whenever, where it says, Kanye, or the artist, the human being formerly known as Kanye West is no longer the richest black man in America. He's homeless. But just wait 2, 3, 4 years, and Terminator, Putin, whatever you want to call it, Ye will be back, and we're gonna be back, bigger, better, more community than ever, because all the people that will be afraid of this don't need to be around, because it's get free time. Is what it is. You know, for me, it's like a Steve Jobs kind of personality. I can't be, you know, can you go
over there. Go, you fucking them up, man. Come on.
It's just in my
you fucking up.
You like, you ain't gonna ask Biggs, so that's like, Biggs, can you go over there too? I just said it more politely. So
you see this guy, he's fighting.
Yeah.
You don't see it as a good thing or a bad thing. It just is what it is.
Well, nothing is good or bad, is it?
That's like something. He has something going on. You can definitely tell. If something is making him uncomfortable, and this is why he like, yo, can you go over there? Duh. But yeah, let's go.
It all just is what it is at this point. It just all just is what it is. And you know, there's two type of archetypes: clout-thirsty whores and power-hungry maniacs in this game called life. This is Cowboys in it.
Can you say that again?
Nope.
Okay. We rewind it, no problem. I don't know what it was. It was deep. It was too deep.
No, I meant to say sluts.
Okay.
Now we all are a combination of all that. So let's say it's only one type of archetype in this game: power hungry maniacs. That would be the name of our video game of life. Power hungry maniacs. Power hungry maniacs. What kind of power? Because you could have passive aggressive power. You know, you could have people. You know how you feel. Nothing. Somebody you didn't piss them off and they don't talk back to you. They make you feel something. You know what I'm saying? And, man, how many wives is really in control of the house? You know what I'm saying? They got the full technique. It's like the man, yeah, you the man of the house. That means you ain't controlling shit. Because the wife got the kids, they got the sex, they got the clothes, they run the nanny, they blah, 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 blah. You don't. Really, it's like women can basically run the globe. Let me tell you, OnlyFans, women, when they were doing it, it wasn't particularly for power, it's more attention. Because in general, woman wants their flowers, they want their attention. With a man,
we talking about OnlyFans?
Yeah, OnlyFans. Okay, right. With men, we lower our power for just desire. Men, we just be horny. You know what I'm saying? And then we're going to text these girls a DM or whatever they do on OnlyFans, because I get my OnlyFans off of.
Like real shit, though. I'm going to tell you something, man. I come to a point in my life where, like the skeezers and shit like that, the thought chicks that be showing the ass, they don't even, like, attract me no more. Like, I be like, It just seemed like hella thirsty, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just like a dude at the store. Hey, girl, let me holler at you. Let me holler, holler. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that to me, you know? So it's just, we gotta, man, we gotta stop fucking being super thirsty, man. Because that's gonna make these chicks get worse and worse and worse and worse. Because, you know, look at us, man. We let it go down. These is our sisters, our nieces, and all this other stuff. Moms, little cousin, big cousin. Let them just go crazy out here. Man, hey, you need to chill with that shit. Holla at these niggas. But yeah, let's go.
There's people who, even when I said, when I saw Jay, we had a nice, polite conversation at Bernard Arnault's wedding. Bernard Arnault is the head of Louis Vuitton, richest man of all time. So he just did the Tiffany campaign deal with them. I said to Bernard Arnault at the wedding, because it's his son's wedding, and I said, Bernard Arnault, when I'm the richest man of all time, I hope my son is cool enough to hang out with Kanye West. It was like a double compliment to myself.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but when I saw Jay, one of the things I was talking about something, somebody talks to me, I'm gonna talk about 5 things at once. And I said, the one thing he said, right. Oh, that's a conversation that I wanna have. And afterwards I was thinking, I went to the bathroom, I was like, man, it's not always about the conversation you wanna have. It's about the conversation. So if I have a conversation that Jay don't wanna have, he gonna avoid the conversation. If I have a conversation that Drake don't wanna have about what did this line right here mean, though, he gonna avoid the conversation. You know, by the time I'm like, y'all avoiding conversation, I say it out loud, I'm now the crazy one. And I be trying to just like, yo, man, let me just talk.
That's the Mike Tyson reference of biting the ear off.
You just bite the ear because, you know, it's like I be feeling like everyone is just so for the media. You know what I'm saying? It's just how does it look to black media? How does it look to social media? How do we not look crazy? People's whole idea is like this search of not looking crazy. But when Jay-Z
That's real though. Like it's always the person that reacts that looks the craziest. Maybe they are crazy at that time because they done got pushed to that level. So now you're crazy. And a lot of them times, the person that been provoking that crazy don't want that crazy. Like, why would you poking me if you didn't want that crazy? Ask yourself the question. You gotta ask yourself a question. I don't know if y'all remember that song. What's that shit? 6 o'clock in the morning. What you gonna do? Outside on the corner. You need to get yourself together. Hey, y'all know I'm OG Bobby Johnson with this shit. But let go.
became my idol, you know, was when he said, come and get me. I saw Jay-Z in the middle of a fight in Atlanta or something, just standing extremely stoic in that situation. I was like, I love Jay-Z.
A boxing fight or a regular
Yeah, it's just
fight?
like one of them random, like, Jermaine Dupri weekends and shit, and everybody running around, all this type of shit. He just, you know, or the shit, you know, we don't have to get into. I was just like, man, Jay-Z is my, you know, at the end of the day, I always lean.
Hero.
You got, it's another thing I want to say also.
Let's say it.
You know, I'm sorry to all the backpack community. You know, due to the fact that I was from the streets, but I never killed anybody, it was just easier for me to pose like a backpacker. But I actually really love street niggas. And I don't really listen to backpack music like that. Okay. I listen to Cash Money, Jay-Z, Lil Baby.
Let me just say something.
I pose as a backpacker.
But that scene accepted you quicker as an MC.
Yes.
Backpack
MCs, let's just name a few.
Hold on. He said, I posed as a backpacker, but I really like Jay-Z and Cash Money and all that. I mean, everybody listen to a lot of everything, you know what I'm saying? Even the backpackers, they listen to Cash Money, you know. You on fire, Hot Boys and all that. But they really listen to Jurassic 5 and fucking Pharoah Munch, Mos Def, Common, you know? Niggas like that. Boot Camp Clique. Who remember the Boot Camp Clique, man? Helter Skelter, Fat Five. Hey, yes, y'all. Hey, listen, man. Y'all want to go. Black Moon. Who remember them, man? Buckshot Shorty. Who remember that, man? Sean Price. Who remember that, man? But yeah. But listen, man. I'm going to end this video right here. I'm about to turn 90. I was only 16 when I started this video. Now I'm about to have grandchildren. So we're going to end this right here. Subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Lock in with your boy. If you calm this fire. You know what I'm about to do? Song.